Look at me. Big brain, big brain. Nah, never mind. No big brain, no big brain. We're back again to play some games. We are back with Mayday Memory, and last time me and Ayan sat in his room, I guess, and we watched his past play out, and we learned that he was actually, when he was born, he was mixed up with a different baby, and so they were raised by two different families. And the other boy was named Adrian. Eventually, Adrian went missing, and we think that Adrian might have something to do with Ayan's lost memories somehow. I don't know what the connection is, but we think that's what happened. So before we start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my social media. It's always in the description below, and we can get started. Oh, Sid has a memory now? Oh, I remember. What's her face? Roma. She sent us a whole bunch of stuff. I guess Sid's memory chip was in there. When I played Sid's memory chip in the computer, a black screen appeared in the monitor, then it lit up with a white background. Is this a lab? Oh, it's baby Sid. He's a baby. I could see a younger Sid, and researchers in a white gown examined him with mirrors. We'll run a few tests, young man. What's your name? Where do you live? The younger Sid looked confused for a moment, then answered them like he was getting himself together. Lucas. Okay. Lucas. My home is Sector NH Area 972. Lucas? Did he just say Lucas? But a child saying there was Sid. No doubt about it. Lucas. Was that Sid's real name? The researchers were constantly checking Sid's vitals on the screen. It's the success Chief Eugen. Who's Chief Eugen? We just successfully completed the first memory transplant operation. Then Eugen, who was watching all this from a distance, walked forward. Why you look like Anne? At last, we did it. Now with this will be one huge leap forward for humanity. Now, how about we say our motto? Infinite technologies come from infinite altruism. The researchers cried out with joy. The woman called Eugen came to Sid and asked, okay, that has to be Anne's mother. It has to be, don't you think? The woman called Eugen came to Sid and asked, Lucas, how are you feeling? I was riding home with Mom and Dad. Then the car flipped over like whoosh. What happened? You were in a car accident. You were about to die, so me and my friends did our best to keep you alive. Y'all took advantage of the situation, I'm sure. I was about to die? Yes, you were severely injured physically. We extracted your memories and planted them into another healthy body that's completely like your own. Wow. You need to tell him that. He won't get it anyway. What about Mom and Dad? Where are my Mom and Dad? The laboratory became somber upon Sid's question. Lucas, your parents didn't make it out of the accident. Why didn't you help Mom and Dad? Why just me? Sid was still too young to fully comprehend the news. I tried to help your Mom and Dad, but it didn't work out. I'm sorry. That's okay. We can just try harder from now on, right? Eugen couldn't say anything to Sid's innocent face. Then one of the researchers opened the news on his screen. Chief, look at this. We're already on the news. It's called The Triumph of Science. 5-year-old Lucas wakes up from suspended animation. That's a weird way to put that he was in a coma or paralyzed. To bring Lucas back, the researchers disposed of his previous body, which was severely damaged from the accident. and succeeded in moving his memories to a new bio body. The first successful recipient of the memory transplant, Lucas is back from the dead. The story of this lucky boy is bringing many to tears. Look, we made a huge breakthrough. How about we toast ourselves today? Eugene replied coldly to the researcher's excitement. Watch how you behave in front of him. I want to make this clear. We're not doing this for our own egos. Did you forget? Infinite technologies come from infinite altruism. We exist to make the world a better place, not for petty fame and glory. We are sacrificing our own time and intelligence to serve humanity. Technology exists to improve human lives. You've always said that. Yes, especially this technology, as there's endless possibilities. Like Lucas here, we can revive physical dying patients by simply copying their memories. But if we can develop this technology further, we could help mentally dying patients as well. If we could put something precious back in the memories of the desperate and hopeless, it just might be possible. Because memories are what define the motives of a person. You're right. Memories are inseparable parts of a human. Eugene moved closer to Sid. Lucas, you will be sent to a great family. You're a lucky boy. Everyone will love you. As soon as she finished saying this, the scene ended and the screen faded to black. I see the same laboratory again. The atmosphere seems quite different. Some researchers were stomping their feet, pacing up and down. Chief, there's another piece of news. Criminal outbreak due to memory transplant technology leak. Oh. Various side effects confirmed. NGOs rise against. Hunger strikes relay. Damn it! The government is making a statement about our memory technology tonight. What time is it? It should start soon. Turn on the TV. Government bastards. They invested in this. They're trying to blame us for everything. Turn on the TV. When one of the researchers turned on the TV, I could see a reporter sitting in front of the news desk. Then the screen showed a government spokesperson surrounded by cameras. Innumerable side effects occurred only 1 year after the memory technology was realized. Hence, the government decided to stop all memory-related research and enforce an amendment to prohibit memory alterations and trading of all sorts. What? The so-called Lucas Act was effective immediately under the state of national emergency. Due to increasing concerns about the side effects, all confirmed beneficiaries, including the first patient, Lucas, will be held under strict supervision in a special monitoring facility until further notice. Lucas, you don't have to worry. I'll keep you safe. Then someone banged on the door like they wanted to kick it in. Police, open up. They shooting the door? The police barged their way into the laboratory and pointed their rifles at the researchers. Starting now, this lab will be permanently shut down. Files, documents, everything related to this research must be turned in. Every last one of them will be destroyed. Like they were carrying out that order, the police spread out across the lab and started sweeping the place. They threw all the document files and pictures on the ground. No, not this. Please. And little Sid found a photograph in the chaos. It was a photo of the car from the car crash. On the rear windshield was a sticker saying, "Save the child first in case of an emergency." Oh. Eugene, you lied to me. My mom and dad, you couldn't save them, right? Because of me. Right after she heard that, Eugene dropped the documents she was protecting and ran to Sid. Lucas, come here. It's not your fault. Then the police team leader looked around the lab and fixed his eyes on Sid. Hey, this kid's Lucas, huh? I'm sorry, but this kid's under our jurisdiction now. Hand him over. I can't. They pushed Eugene to the ground and surrounded the young Syd. I'm surprised this kid hasn't been adopted yet. They don't want the pressure. Media is all over him. All that hype over some kid. It was always going to come to this. I'm doing this because it's my job, but I feel sorry for him, really. You have to do it. It's your job. Stop thinking and call the demolition squad. Bring the kid in nice and safe and burn everything else. Yes, sir. Please drag Syd outside. No! I said no! No! Lucas! Then the laboratory went up in flames. This can't be happening. Chief, you have to leave. He's right, Chief. A genius like you have plenty of other things to do. Use your head. Do you think that's possible? This is a social death sentence. Don't you get it? We can't do anything else anymore. It's all over. The scene changed again. So she just let herself burn? Is that what happened? It wasn't the lab this time. I could see cells separated by steel bars. And Syd was locked inside one of them. The lights went off. Just like you said, all the lights went out in the prison, including the security systems. Oh, she's still alive. Lucas! Eugene was running down the dark hallway, calling out for Lucas. She looked similar enough with the previous scenes, but she looked somewhat exhausted. Eugene. Lucas, I'm sorry. Make you spend 2 years in a place like this. I'll get you out right now. Hang in there. Hang in there. Hang in there. Eugene looked like she was barely standing on her feet. Her face was dripping with sweat, as if she was busy with something else before coming here. What happened? I'm not sure, but it seems a massive power outage. Oh, it was a blackout. Blackout occurred. As soon as I heard about it, I came here to get you. I was able to get in here because all the security systems went down. Let's go. Let's go home. Eugene opened the cell door to get him out. But Syd was just standing still in there. Eugene. Why are you trying to take me? Because... Eugene whispered with a creepy smile. Because you're my first success. You were the first person to receive something that can make the world a better place. If we can reconstruct the technology from your data. You know something? You're completely nuts. 2 years in this cramped space. Do you know what I thought of? In a place like this, I was stuck with one thought. That this is all your fault. Then Syd murmured something barely audible. If I was gonna live like this, I should have just died with my mom and dad back then. So just get out of my life. Then Syd pushed Eugene back and ran outside. When Syd disappeared from sight, Eugene sat on the ground in despair. All my fault? I tried so hard, but... how did it come to this? Ooh, she's kind of crazy. I don't know. Dang. I feel like Eugene had good intentions. But they kind of drove her crazy, maybe? Just from that flashback. I don't know if we're going to see any more of her. But she has to be Anne's mom, right? The real Anne's mom? I don't know. Because Anne's real parents were already dealing with Adrian. Would they even have time to fit Syd into that story? What do you know about me? A lot now. Want to hear something? You don't know anything about me. You were right, Syd. Now I realize that I didn't know anything, just like you said. If this is who I think he is, tell him I'm from the lab. He'll know what I mean. I don't think he even wants to go back to the lab. Then He must be someone who knows about Syd's past. Did Syd meet him? I've been forgetting about that because I heard nothing more from that side. More than that, this Eugen. I've seen that face. Yeah, Anne! Was it at Anne's place? Then the photo I saw in Elaine's room came to my mind. The photo where Adrian was with his mother. So, that could actually be Anne's birth mother. Look at me! Big brain, big brain. But inside that photo, I couldn't see the face of Adrian's mother too clearly. Let's stop making assumptions. Then where was it? Nah, never mind. No big brain, no big brain. I thought hard for a moment and remembered the temple annex I went with Syd. Now how the heck was I supposed to think that was her? How the heck did y'all expect me to think that was her? I was close to it when I thought it was Anne's mother. Right, the painting at the temple annex building where R led us in. The praying woman in the center of the painting. I remember Syd recognized her. You... What? Nothing. Never mind. Then the memory researcher that Syd knows. What is he doing in the temple's painting? Am I overreacting? It's just a painting. But the doubt inside my mind kept getting stronger. R said he didn't know what the painting was, but we can't know if he was telling the truth. I don't know. I turned to Hansol, who was watching the video next to me. Hansol, do you know about Syd's past? That Syd was actually Lucas? You're saying... I'm saying Syd was got a memory transplant. Got a memory transplant. And he was the first person to ever get one. No, I didn't know that. Jeff might have, though. Jeff probably knows everything. Jeff. I can imagine Jeff cracking a sly smile. That kid was famous, that Lucas. In the blink of an eye, he went from being a lucky boy to the unluckiest. A very tragic case. When his surgery first succeeded, he was all over the press. Luckiest child alive, or something like that. Then the memory transplant were used for crimes, and side effects started emerging. People ended up creating the Lucas Act, named after that kid. As you can see, there almost haven't been any kids named Lucas since then. Because people think it's bad luck? Yes, because of the social trauma they went through. People start blaming the 6-year-old Lucas, Syd, that is. That doesn't make sense. None of that is his fault. But we had no time to feel sorry for him. All this was sent by Roma. Roma. My worst enemy. Could these videos been from Syd's head? What if Roma's already stolen his memories? Hansol, we have a big problem. Hansol wasn't the most trustworthy person in the world, but he's the only one I can rely on right now. Calm down. I don't think it's that big of a problem. How can you expect me to calm down? Think about it. The fact that they made this video means they already took Syd's memories away. From what I see from the optic monitor, I don't think that's the case. The resolution isn't so good. This is probably just a copy of his memories. Still, we can't know for sure if they've already took his memories or not. I gotta go find Syd. Syd told us to wait for 2 days, but I can't just stay here and do nothing. You coming with me? Want me to stay? You said you didn't want any part of this. You wanted out. I'll help you just this once. If you're gonna help, will you put in 100% effort? 50%. 80%. 65%. Final offer. 75%? I can work with that. Hansol murmured something like scammer, but I ignored him. So Hansel and I headed to the temple rock, again, where Sid was. Anne and Adrian switched babies, blackout. Also, since your two families' lovely children were swapped. This person, Adrian, I should make a report on him at least. Let's send Jeff a message. I opened my virtual screen and wrote to Jeff about Anne's past and the existence of Adrian. It was an unusual past. I hope it helps with this investigation. Did you figure something out? Hansel must have seen me sending the message. I was about to tell him everything, then I stopped. I want out. I'll help you just this once. Green eyes. Do I really need to tell him this? I trust Hansel. Hansel is helping us out after all. Thanks to him, we were able to find out about the temple. I don't have any reason to shut him out either. Elaine gave us something called a memory chip. With Anne's past as she saw it. Anne and this Adrian were, how should I say, switched? They were switched when they were newborns, so each have been living with the other's family. Hansel spoke in a monotone manner as though he was sighing. Adrian. This boy knows Adrian. Then Hansel started talking again. You know something? I really don't like this job. He reminds me of Shikamaru from Naruto. Such a drag. This is such a drag. Where's all this coming from? I already knew that. I don't know why though. I'm walking into my own grave. How can I be happy? Say it so I can understand. Say it so I can understand. Why are you saying this is your grave? I'm not a mind reader. Why do you feel the need to constantly set boundaries? It's nothing. Nice talking to you, as always. As expected, Hansel never tells me what he really thinks. Dell, please. You don't have to worry about me. And don't worry too much about the memories and whatnot either. Have some fun with your life, you know? Why do you care how I live my life? It's called empathy. My heart hurts watching you struggle like this. Sounds like something a villain would say. I snapped at him so he'd leave me alone, but I knew what he said had some truth to it. I do overthink things. He's right. But I lost my memories. What does he expect? I don't have what all normal people should have. We kept walking towards the temple in a slightly awkward mood. And if we want to get there, we have to. Ah, her again. You two are here again. Oh, she said she was only gonna let us in that one time. I don't know if she's gonna let us in the second time. Fight this deadly woman. Okay. Let's give her the old 1-2, 1-2. Oh gosh. You're screaming like that for? There's a lot to unpack there. There's a lot to unpack there. Sid, that's a pretty sad past, Sid. Lucas. But now I am worried about what's happening I'm worried about what Roma's doing to him. For her to send us some of his memories. Did she steal it? Did she make a copy of it? We don't know. I really think that lady has something to do with Anne. Either that, or someone just really liked someone just really liked the purple eyes, silver hair character design. I don't know. But yeah. That was a lot. That was a lot for that chapter. That was a lot. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. My social media is in the description below. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.